Today I'm here with Renee Mindek, Dean of Innovation at Laurel Springs School, an accredited online private school. We are on the heels of a semester that didn't go well for online learning. So what is Laurel Springs model and why does that work?
So Laurel Springs has been in online education since 1994, and one of the hallmarks of our model is the asynchronous learning that we champion, that allows the students voice and choice in how they learn. So they get to decide in their coursework the time of day that works best for them and how much time they want to spend on it, the pace that they're going at that is suitable for their learning, where they are, so what place they want to be working on, and the path they take. Do they need to go back and try something again? Do they need to move at a quicker pace? And all of that is, it really suits kids in a way that we weren't really fortunate enough to see during a lot of the situations that were going on during this pandemic teaching, if you will.
So in addition to full-time curriculum for online learning, Laurel Springs also offers some microcourses. So explain what a microcourse is.
So the idea behind a microcourse, it came up our head of school. Micro-credentialing is something that is increasingly talked about in education institutions and in business institutions, and it's skills-based. It's in shorter segments. It is, our microcourses are interdisciplinary in that they take a little bit of skill from multiple different typical classes, and they center them on a real world project or interest or problem, so that the students get a 3-week experience based on a specific topic where they're using several different skill sets to explore a passion or an interest in an academic way.
So you have some courses for high school kids and some for middle school kids. I looked at both lists, and the Astounding Architecture for high school kids looked really appealing to me, especially the part about tiny homes. Tell us a little bit about that.
Right, so the Astounding Architecture one is great. It's a blend of like math and science and design and environment, particularly for the tiny home movement. They spend 3 weeks sort of studying what has been done, what can be done, what's being done now, and they get a chance to, they leave with their own design for a tiny home. They use some of the online and software that professionals in the industry and students and universities are using as well. So that course is a really great one and very popular.
And what are the other ones for high school students?
The other ones we have right now are 3 at this time. The one is Science of My Sport, one is called Strategic Money, and one called Fun with Physics.
Okay, so for the middle school, I looked at that list, and Landmarks in Minecraft. That one sounds really appealing for a middle schooler.
Yeah, that one's a great one. Our teacher developer was really creative with this one. So we were looking at what are landmarks, why are they erected, what happened in the moment of time when they were constructed, the people, the culture, the values, the history that's going on. And then kids combine that with a Minecraft world. And they get to not only practice using Minecraft for kids that maybe don't know how to use it in the create mode, but so they can build replicas of models of landmarks, but then they're going to get a chance to actually design their own landmark. What do they think deserves to be commemorated, following what some of the standards are for why landmarks are made, and they get to make that in a Minecraft world. So that one is really great for our middle schoolers.
And what other middle school courses are there? Micro courses are there?
We have one on stop motion animation, one on outer space, and one on dystopian societies linked to fiction that's really popular.
So I'm listening to this now. I'm wondering what my kid's going to do this summer. Why should I, as a parent of a teen or a middle schooler, consider Laurel Springs?
So there are a lot of reasons to consider Laurel Springs, but why microcourses right now for this summer? They're a great way to have a low barrier access to an online learning platform that has worked for over 25 years. The students get a chance to explore a topic of interest with a faculty member that's going to be with them providing feedback along the way. Yeah, and I think it's a great way for 3 weeks where there are a lot of uncertainties this summer of how we want our kids to be spending time, and screen time is often a choice that they go to. So having this opportunity to see what our online school is like, I think that would be a great one.
Renee Mindek, Dean of Innovation at Laurel Springs School. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Susan.